So today I'd like to see if we can open up to stillness, silence, spaciousness in experience. So basically I want to explore if we can settle down mental activity and shift our attention to this direct experience through breathing, paying attention to the actual sensations in our experience time and time again. I'd like to see if we can settle down, relax, and find ease in this direct experience. And then with that ease, I'd like to explore whether we can attune to silence in between each breath we take, a stillness or spaciousness, attune to the source of all sensory phenomena. And through that, perhaps we might find some rejuvenation, energy, or some feeling of becoming recharged or refreshed. If that sounds interesting to you, then welcome. It's always a pleasure to have you here. And let's get started. If you'd like to shake anything off or do a quick little stretch before settling into your posture for this meditation, now is a good time. Okay, if you'd like to sit, you can sit down, settle down, get into a position that feels comfortable, feels upright, feels stable, feels awake. See how your spine and its alignment feels. Is there slouching? If you notice any slouching or hunching over, we can straighten that out. If we notice any tensing, maybe in the lower back or traps and upper back, on the next breath, as we breathe out, we can let them go. Allow that tension to dissolve. Let's feel this uprightness in the back. And now what about the shoulders? Does it feel tight in any way, or can we relax or release any tension we notice around the shoulders? and carrying the same feeling through the limbs, through the arms, past the biceps and the triceps, allowing them to be loose, comfortable, all the way to the fingertips. Feeling comfortable, feeling stable in this experience right now. Now let's bring attention to the positioning of the feet. If anything feels tense or feels like it might be challenging to hold or sustain certain positions for an extended period of time, let's make very gentle and tiny tweaks and adjustments. Shifting our feet. Okay, now, still maintaining attention on the feet, and then the knees, the spine, now the shoulders, let's take a moment to feel the wakefulness in this posture right now. Let's extend that upwards to the back of the neck as well. Does the positioning of the head feel comfortable, stable? And now around the jaw. If there's any clenching or tensing, and slowly allow that to melt away. In between the eyebrows, around the temples, the forehead, allow any flexing or tensing to wash away. And now the top of the head, the scalp also. Let's notice what sensations might be arising. And now scanning from the top of the head, past the traps, the upper back, spine, lower back, hips, calves, the way down to the toes. Let's attune to a sense of stability, comfort, and wakefulness in this experience right now. Whenever we find ourselves drifting off into any thinking activity, or if we feel engulfed in any strong arising feelings, that's okay. We can come back to this physical posture, this feeling of comfort, stability, this experience right now. Let's use our breathing as an additional anchor for our attention. Can bring attention to air entering the nostrils as we breathe in, and exiting as we breathe out. Breathing in, chest expanding, and collapsing. We can relax any mental clutching or tensing and allow our attention to sink down from feeling like it's centered around the head or behind the eyes. We can let it sink down into the body where we feel the sensations of breathing. The warmth in the chest, clothes brushing against your skin with each breath. Let's stay with this breathing. chest expanding and collapsing. Let's stay with this physical experience of breathing right now. Nothing needs to be happening. Nothing needs to be fixed, solved, or figured out. There's no fight to be fighting. In this moment, just this breathing. Let's continue to relax and open up to this experience, this immediate experience. If we get caught up in any train of thought, it's no problem at all. We gently return back to sensations of air entering the nostrils, filling the chest, filling the lungs, and the sensations of the exhale. Let's stay with this for some time. If any aspect of this experience feels pleasant, we can allow ourselves to enjoy that. Any sensations of warmth, comfort, relaxation in the body, we can allow ourselves to enjoy that. Let's stay with this experience. Now let's expand attention. Let's expand this focus on breathing to the whole body. Let's imagine this whole body is breathing. Pulsing with energy, with aliveness. With the rhythm of our breathing. Let's expand and also feel the sensations arising. In the chest and beyond the chest, to the back of the arms, shoulder blades, elbows, arms, with our breathing. Feeling the sensations in the entire body. Up the neck, the face, the legs, the feet, continuing with breathing and with attention to this whole experience right now. If you find something that feels good or a way of paying attention that seems to be working somehow, you can stay with that. Let's continue to relax any energy of thinking, solving, or understanding. And allow that to completely fall away, slowly, gently. We can continue to inhabit this experience, the actual sensations we feel right now. The actual sensations of breathing can continue to relax into these. Just this moment. These sensations, this experience. Now let's see if we can open up to spaciousness that gives rise to this entire experience. Can we notice the space between sensations that arise and pass, arise and pass? Can we notice some space between thoughts, mental images, and intentions that arise, come, and go? Or rather than space, maybe we could use the word awareness. Can we notice an awareness that allows all these sensory impressions to pop up and fade out? Let's see if we can relax into that. There's no effort is required, no figuring out we can just explore and be inquisitive. And also in between all the sound impressions that arise and pass, this voice, words, coming up, fading away. Sounds in the distance. Let's relax into the silence and the space between these sound impressions. Nothing needs to be understood or conceptualized. Just this experience that's already effortlessly arising. Let's see if we can continue to inhabit a spaciousness or a sense of stillness between all noticed sensory phenomena. No solving is necessary. No figuring out is necessary. Just this experience. Right now. Let's stay with that. Now, if your eyes have been closed, you can slowly start to open them or gently open them. Slowly start to move your body. Bring attention to your surroundings with a gentle gaze. And through the day, let's see if we can continue to maintain this attentiveness to our direct experience, all the contents that arise, thought content, physical sensations, sounds, mental images, absolutely all of it. Let's see if we can continue to be attentive to all of this. And let's see if we can not only be aware of the content, but also see if there's a context that gives rise to the content. So that could be like a subtle question to throw at your subconscious. Like, what is the context that gives rise to all this content? All the intentions, thoughts, stories, plans, sensations, everything arising in direct experience. What is the context? Where is it all arising from and vanishing into? How does this work? And as I mentioned previously, it's not like something complex to like solve or figure out. Just I think it can be fun to inquire into our direct experience. And yeah, I hope this has been a pleasant experience for you if you've made it this far. Yeah, I appreciate you tuning in always. I hope you're good. I hope you've had a good week and have a good weekend and good week coming up ahead. Anyways, see you next time. Always nice, always a pleasure to connect here. Much love. Bye bye.